baggage and prepare to take off. Passengers, this is your captain speaking. Just a quick pre-flight warning. Co-pilot Viv and I do spend a good 10 minutes at the start of this episode talking about religion. It does stem from the X-Files and it does tie back into the episode. I think it's very interesting, so I'm not going to cut into that. If you want to get straight into the X-Files, just skip ahead 10 minutes. Okay, enjoy your flight.
3.7 million Americans believe they've been abducted by aliens.
From what I can tell, that was true at the time. There was like a study conducted.
Do you think that's gone up or down?
Well, I tried to find out now that you mention it, funnily enough. And I Googled basically how many Americans think they've been abducted by aliens. And I couldn't find a concrete answer. It just kept bringing me back to like that sort of idea, that number, right about that. And I did find, I didn't write my source, but I did see that like 10 to 15% of Americans believe they have seen a UFO. So it's like
10 to 15
believe they have seen a UFO.
That's like 30 million people.
Yeah, but that's only have seen one. So it's like if a tenth of that also believe they were abducted, that's like around 3 million people.
Do you think you've seen a UFO?
No, I don't think I have.
Do you think you've seen a ghost?
I wouldn't say so. Like, I believe in aliens.
You believe in aliens?
I definitely believe in aliens.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, but in the same way as I believe in aliens or ghosts in the sense of, not in the literal sense of like, oh, there's literally like, you know, bug-eyed monsters out there in space, but more like there is the capacity for life.
Well, that's kind of vague and boring though.
In the infinite.
I want you to believe in like the pole existing out there.
I think the pole exists. And I think that in terms of ghosts, I think that they're like all like Casper. You get what I mean?
You don't believe in Caspers?
No, I think they're all Casper.
Oh, right, okay. What, aliens?
No, ghosts.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I think ghosts would be friendly.
You think they'd be friendly?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a boy.
Well, so they're literally Casper. So
literally
it's not like
Casper.
So it's not like they're the Casper archetype. They're literally like Casper, where they're all friendly. So even like serial killers,
they don't go to ghosts. They go to hell.
Oh wow, this is a very Christian interpretation of ghosts.
Not the Christian hell.
Not the Christian hell.
No.
Well, in a different hell.
Yeah, I guess so.
What kind of hell?
Dante's Inferno.
That is based on Christian hell. That's more Catholic hell than it is like Protestant hell.
I don't know.
I've been reading a lot of Wikipedia articles, and I read the one on heaven.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
What does it say? Anything interesting?
No, not really. I was kind of hoping, because like, you know how I was talking about how I've been like going on like a Tolkien dive?
Yeah.
And like he based a lot of his like a lot of the structures in his sort of depiction of the heaven, which I can't remember off the top of my head, on like Christian, like, you know, like the gates of heaven. And I was like, oh, has anyone ever written about like heavenly structures? Like how they like, because he mentioned that they had streets in heaven, and I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, because like, can you imagine just like the like pavements in heaven? I don't know, like physical structures in heaven, like how they would depict them.
Do you think they have traffic in heaven?
No, they have traffic in hell.
Road work.
They have no road
Hell
works.
is just traffic.
It is just traffic and roadworks. This is why Earth is like kind of a purgatory, because we're constantly stuck in traffic every now and again. But then sometimes we get those days. Traffic? No, heaven is just when you think there's traffic and then you turn a corner and there's nothing and all the lights are green. That's and then you're just driving right through.
I don't believe in heaven or hell, but I could easily get behind an interpretation that like this is purgatory.
This is
like
purgatory?
In the sense of like...
You're being judged right now?
No, like, yeah, life.
Oh, okay.
Life is purgatory. It's when you're judged. And I'm like, no, not religious. I always like the idea of heaven is like your best memories.
That's nice.
But then,
just like
by contrast, that means hell would be your worst memories.
Yeah, it's just all your cringe compilation. It's like a personalized TikTok cringe compilation.
Exactly.
The concept of heaven and hell is just too judgmental, to be honest. And like, who's making the judgments?
God.
Yeah, but like, who's to say what God thinks?
God is? I agree. I've never like, that's a... We talk about religion a lot.
Yeah. No, we just have like the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, true. I think that, yeah, it's the idea of any like... Well, it's hard because
anyone ballsy enough to kind of be like, I am the mouth of God right now.
I think that's the problem.
That seems like a sort of
Yeah.
Like they're all false prophet.
I think that's the problem, especially nowadays when there's like a lot of people in power who are supposedly religious.
Yeah, exactly.
And yet they're like one of the few stories I remember from the Bible, because like I didn't grow up religious, but we went to school, and that's basically just religious education. One of the few stories I remember is when it's like, oh, it's easier to get a camel through the eye of a needle than it is to get a rich man into heaven. And then you got like these really rich billionaires who are like, yeah, I'm super religious and like, praise be to God. And it's like, Jesus would hate you.
Yeah.
Also, you know, the whole Palestine thing, and like Jesus was Palestinian.
Yeah, that's true. No, most of them use it as like kind of a get out of jail free
that's the
card.
interesting thing with religion.
They don't
It's like
follow it.
the
They just say
false,
they just prescribe to like the notion that just by being quote unquote religious, that it gets them out of like all the heinous things they're doing.
It's like a false sense of morality.
Yeah.
Of like, I can't be. I don't want to say, like, for lack of a better term, ontologically evil.
Yeah.
I have faith, and all these beliefs are tied to my faith, and it's like, and I'm not one of those people who's going to say like, oh, yeah, but religion says bad things, the Bible says that bad things, and it's like, no, not even that. It's like they don't even prescribe to the good things.
No, they don't.
regardless.
They're massively
It's like
hypocritical about the whole things that they believe.
Like one of the fucking, I know it's like, this has probably been parroted in leftist spaces online and stuff, but it's like, love thy neighbor. But it's like, no, legitimately, love thy neighbor. That's like the one thing that you guys should be doing and can't do. Like, you preach hate.
No, it is. It's like infuriating, isn't it?
It is.
But then again, it's just like you can just like twist the text in any sort of way. Like any like one of the big things about religion is like kind of that is like kind of it's just like, you know, basing your entire belief system on like a text that has been so warped over time and translation to.
That's why
you can never perfectly interpret it, is the thing.
That's why it's so weird, because I'm not a fan of South Park, not because I don't like it, but because like I just never watched it growing up.
Yeah.
And like I just don't think it's for me comedy wise. But then I quite like Book of Mormon, and that's something Book of Mormon talks about, where like, you know, they talk about the story behind Mormonism and how like just this one dude was like, oh, I've got the updated version of the Bible.
Yeah.
And they literally like parody that by at the end of the show having another character release another version of the Bible.
I was watching Magnolia. I was talking about it yesterday, and there's just like a bunch of allusions to Exodus in it, you know, the story of Moses and stuff in there. There's like a couple of because like throughout the film they sprinkle in like hints at the like what's it called, foreshadowing. They foreshadow like the ending of it. I don't want to spoil Magnolia, but there's like a bunch of Bible verses like written around, and I was just googling it because I noticed like someone holding a sign of it. It was like Exodus 8:2 or something. It's about like God like releasing frogs.
Oh.
Spoilers, there's an ending with it. There's just
it rains
frogs.
You told me about the frogs.
It rains frogs. Feel free to cut all this. You're going to cut all this out.
I don't know if I will, because I do think it's interesting, but like, granted, it did kind of piggyback off the extraterrestrial things, but it's interesting because like saying about like tying it back into extraterrestrials, it's like, you know, X-Files being about like aliens and
it's about
stuff.
belief.
It's hard to like believe in both.
Yeah,
like I can understand why religious people couldn't be like, oh yeah, I believe in aliens, because that kind of could go against certain theories, although I've never liked the idea that science disproves religion. Like, I don't get why some religious people have to be against evolution. I would just say like, oh, that's God's plan.
Yeah.
If I've like believed in God.
Well, the thing about God is he's beyond. It's it's like metaphysics,
metaphysical, omnipresent, omnipotent.
Yeah, it's like sort of in the space in between.
Yeah,
like matter.
That's why like it's like I don't believe in God.
I completely understand it when you look at like it when you take like a step back and take a look at like constructs, you know, it's kind of phenomenal. It's like we're obviously like evolved to like make connections.
Yeah.
Like our synapses are firing and everyone we're just like gluing these things together. That's what makes
humans like fit together on a connective level.
Yeah. So like when people are like making these connections in nature and they're just like they are noticing like patterns and whatever, you can just sort of like you sort of just do come to like a conclusion that like there's no way this could just be random.
Yeah, and like I completely understand that. And you know, I used to be more judgmental about religion, less that like I was ever against it. More I did just kind of get like, for personal reasons, put off by like the idea of organized religion. Mm-hmm. But I like met someone in university who really changed my perspective on that, where he was basically just like, faith is really personal, like to me on a like belief level, like to him himself rather than like as a communal belief.
Yeah.
And like I can get that where someone would just like look at the beauty of the world and be like, oh, someone made this.
I've been thinking about this for like the past 3 weeks recently, like in like a lot about it actually.
Yeah.
I think that's why I've been kind of going on a talking just sort of like I've just been like kind of
Funny,
interested
because we were talking about before we started recording world building.
Yeah.
This is world building.
No, it is. It's just not that I personally believe in or anything. But it just sort of delving into why people believe in sort of certain things and what it brings to their life, because like it's so. Because like the whole point of it is like you don't have the evidence to it, but you just got to take like sort of a leap with it.
Yeah.
And there's like obviously benefits and detractors. There's a lot of detractors. There's a massive history of it. I don't think I'll ever be able to defend like secular religion or anything.
Me neither. On the flip side, though, just to cover all bases and be a centrist about it, I do.
We are notoriously a centrist podcast.
Yeah, we are. Not hate. That's a strong word. And like I know people say like, "Oh, just say you hate things." Like, no, I don't like using that word unless I mean it. It does annoy me when I see people be like super atheist about things.
Yeah.
Because it's on the flip side. It's genuinely just like I said, what my friend in uni said, it's just personal.
Yeah.
Just believe what you believe.
I could see myself changing in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever be like religious in a certain sense, but I think I would have faith-based belief, which in a sense, what's the difference?
There is like a nugget of me that is just kind of like endlessly fascinated about, even though like I don't believe in like the text and that, just like the story around them.
Yeah.
And like the narratives, they're compelling stories in them a lot of the time, and just like how they've evolved and how they've been depicted a lot of the time.
I find a lot of them like learning about like the Quran and how like that came about and stuff as well. Even talking about like Western religion,
like most of them do stem from like Abrahamic religions, and how it's just like they go from there, but they go in such massive directions, and how that obviously it says a lot about like location, the time they were done. It's fascinating.
It is fascinating,
and how we'll never truly know how they like where they started off in, which I think is like, because like you see like they pull from like similar ideas and they all like kind of stem up. It's
like
insane.
the myths, like
how,
exactly.
It's like they're all different.
It's like how Greek and Roman gods are kind of like intertwined and things like that.
Yeah,
it's
all stories are sort of just like bleeding into each other, and it's all influencing each other. That's what came up a lot in those Tolkien videos as well, and how he was creating like new myths within them, and he was like pulling from his own faith as well.
That's really interesting.
And
like I'm sure like the idea of faith will come up a lot, and the whole like idea of like you never know what's really true and really started, because that kind of reminds me of Agent Scully and how she doesn't believe in a lot of stuff.
No.
Brought it back. Now I can't cut any of that.
Christ. The first 13 minutes, I'm so...
I thought it was an interesting conversation. If listening back I disagree, I'll cut it.
Yeah.
But yeah, watching X-Files.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with X-Files?
Not much. I have seen a bit of the first season, and I really, really enjoyed it. I just get sidetracked so easily.
Yeah, and it's a long show.
But I do want to do a full watch of it at some point in the future, because it is just like one of those like monumental shows that.
Yeah, same. And that's the thing, is like I've never watched before today a single episode of X-Files.
Yeah,
and even
but it's just like
it's
so pervasive in culture.
It is. I mean, just like cultural influence as a whole. I mean, fandom culture. Yeah, like we'll definitely
shipping.
Shipping. The origins of shipping.
Internet, forums.
Yeah,
it's all been there, baby.
Well, yeah. So we'll get into all of that, but should we start with the conception, the
birthing process of the X-Files?
So the daddy of X-Files was a guy called Chris Carter, who mostly worked on Disney comedies.
That we have not delved into.
We have not delved into the Disney comedies, but also like it seems like he was kind of like he was working on them, but he was like kind of losing steam on them. Or wasn't that interested. But he got the opportunity to move to Fox, which is really ironic because now Disney own Fox.
Fucking Disney owns everything. We'll talk about a specific network and it's just like, oh, they've been merged with Disney now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we opened this episode talking about the report that 3.7 billion Americans believe... Billion?
Million.
No, I said million.
I know.
Billion, yes, half the planet believe they've been abducted by aliens. And from that, and just a bunch of other inspiration of just like, crime dramas that he seemed interested in.
Yeah.
And sort of the merging of them and sci-fi. He came up with the pilot script of The X-Files. And the initial pitch was rejected.
Yeah, I did hear
yeah.
about that. I'm fascinating what he changed for it then.
Yeah, because it's like all it says is that he refined it and then it was approved.
Interesting.
So it makes me wonder what he focused on more in the original.
Maybe it was more of a procedural?
Yeah.
It's still a procedural.
But it's definitely like kind of less so. There's a
Yeah.
lot more character.
Yeah, it definitely focuses on the main two.
Yeah. It's
Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully.
Mulder.
Yeah, it's really interesting. That's the one thing with this podcast where I hear a lot of stories about like pre-approved versions of the pilots, and it's like
Yeah.
I kind of wish we could watch them as well.
Yeah.
It's like we have in some cases. We was like with Buffy, we got to see that, and It's Always Sunny.
Most of the times, though, these are like, they never want these released.
Exactly.
So
It's
we're
a
just
shame.
like, we're kind of lucky if they get like leaked.
Yeah. Honestly, because like I remember that Supernatural, we had the like script at least.
Yeah.
So it's like at least that was something. But yeah, we'll never know, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Carter was inspired by some of the things he mentioned. Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, I was thinking,
Yeah,
as
I
I
think
was
you could
watching
get
this,
that.
I was starting to think like this is influencing.
Scully gives massive Jodie Foster vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Twilight Zone, which kind of makes sense, just in the sort of
The episodic metaphysical aspect of it.
And Twin Peaks, of
course.
of
It's
course.
in Washington.
Of course, it was inspired by Twin Peaks.
The opening of this is like almost verbatim. Like,
Yeah, and you got the trees.
you got the
You
trees,
sort
you
of
got the
a
girl, you got the
synthy
dead girl,
girl, you
the
got
cop
guy,
recognizing
cop
her,
guy.
recognizing her, just
yeah.
being like automatically knowing who it is,
Yeah.
sort of giving like a small town sort of thing.
A sort of charming, cheesy detective.
Yeah,
You could even argue
they're both
if
FBI agents.
If both FBI agents, you could even argue if he saw into the future and watched The Return, that Scully is kind of like a Diane to
That's true.
Mulder's
That's true.
fucking tales. You see what I'm going. You see where I'm going with it.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Which is just like it's kind of interesting considering David Duchovny was on Twin Peaks.
Was he?
Yeah, yeah.
Who was he in Twin Peaks?
He was a fucking what's her name? The trans girl, the trans woman.
Really?
Yeah.
That was him.
Yep.
Wow. That's
I
wild.
can't remember off the top of my head.
Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love Denise.
I
Didn't
love
recognise
her
him.
in The Return. That was
Yeah.
such a nice scene.
I genuinely love Denise.
Yeah.
It's like probably speaking on behalf of the trans community,
As you always do.
as we always do. It's probably like one of the best, well-aged.
Honestly, yeah.
representations of trans people. The
it's-
only thing
it's
holding
got the
it back.
setup of like this is going to be like a humiliating scene, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of go, and then everyone's just like really
Yeah.
sweet, and like even when she came back, there's just this very tender moment where David Lynch's character Gordon meets up with her, and he was just like, even back in the day, I was like, I stuck up for you. He told anyone who was like had a problem with her, fix your
Yeah.
hearts or fucking die.
Exactly, and like genuinely, the only thing that's like at all able to like.
You can
criticize
criticize-
about
it's
Denise
played
is
by
the
a
fact that
cis-
said man. Yeah, which again, it was the 80s, 90s.
To speak on behalf of the trans community, I'm fine with it because he's hot.
Fair. In this especially. He was way younger. I've only seen pictures of him older.
Yeah.
So when I saw him in that opening scene where he's introduced, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, he's a baby.
I know.
But he was like 33.
Was he?
Which, isn't young.
Yeah,
Isn't
because
old.
Gillian Anderson was 24.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was shocked because I was like, oh, she's like around our age.
Yeah.
So when I was like, oh, he's like a little bit older. Not much older, but still.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the cast then. So, obviously, the main two characters everyone fucking knows from X-Files and Mulder and Scully. Even if you haven't seen it, chances are you've heard those names.
Yeah.
So, Mulder is played by David Duchovny. Duchovny, my bad.
I think it's Duchovny.
One of those, David. Who...
David.
David.
I want some ice cream. David.
I'll do an edit of that for the
Epic, thank you.
socials.
Epic.
My name is David.
Dad, I want some ice cream. David.
So he worked in LA for 3 years before getting the role. When he went in to do a script read for Chris Carter, Carter thought he seemed not very intelligent.
Oh, I did see that.
But
That's really
then,
funny.
After seeing other people, he had turned out to be one of the best red people there. So they ended up going
I'm
with him.
fascinated what he like said. That he was like, "Oh, I've been reading Moby Dick."
Reading.
He just pulled out a copy of fucking Infinite Jest, even though it wasn't written at the time.
when you're
What was
reading.
like the book back then that people were about to prove they're smart?
I don't know, 'cause
92.
Because my go-to is just always if someone's like, I've read War and Peace.
Just
but then,
popped out
like,
War and Peace.
Yeah.
Because
But I'm
just thinking
sure
of
there's...
Charlie in that one episode of Always Sunny. Just like, oh, I was just glancing at War and Peace.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure there is like a specific like thing. I'm trying to think of what the modern equivalent would be.
Infinite Jest.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, it would just be Infinite Jest.
By David Foster Wallace.
David.
Who else was in it?
Gillian Anderson
From the Salt Path.
from The Salt Path. It's really bad. I never realized this was Gillian
I didn't.
Anderson.
Neither did I. And I
Yeah.
watched the show. And
Yeah.
when we were watching Salt Bath, at the end, I was like, oh, fuck.
Because I know she's obviously a really well-regarded actor. They both are, but like she's done a lot more that I've seen than David Duchovny has done. So it's like it was funny just to go back and be like, oh, this is where like she kind of started in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, very interesting. A lot more interesting story behind her casting, I think.
Or how
Because
they
the
wanted
network-
a busty.
Yeah, they wanted a more established, blonder, leggier, and breastier woman to play Scully. Which, given the role,
I know. Did they
what
just
were they
want
trying
Listen,
to do? Like Office Sirens?
In a way, I want the same thing, but I just because I think that would be really funny. I
Yeah.
love bimbo characters, so that'd be great.
That's fair, but like the thing is, she's not.
I know she's not
bimbo.
written like that at all.
And like that's not saying like no, we're not saying like a blonde, busty woman has
you-
to play a bimbo.
Could you imagine
But like
that?
this is the 90s.
It's just like did they like really ham it up, and it's just like he's taking photos of like the fucking alien carcass, and
She's
he's
there
just
like-
oh no, get that out of my face! This is an ape. Okay, this could be anything.
I love that you give her a Boston accent.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, sorry. I've been watching a lot of stuff with Boston people recently, mainly just the woman from Weapons.
Oh yeah,
I
true.
don't have time for this. I do not have time for you. I can't do a good. I'm rubbish at accents. I herald his beginning. I herald your. They should have let her keep her accent for that role.
How do you like them apples? There you go. That's
That's
Boston.
pretty, yeah, they kind of overlap. They're not too far away from each other. I think
Boston.
Yeah, I don't know where the American geography.
Boston's like close.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, it's like northeast.
Yeah, I thought so. Cool.
If you're American, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Our country is the size of one of your states.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I like a
give us
smaller one.
pass.
Actually, no. It's probably like a
Yeah.
As
We're
a-
probably like your smallest state is probably the size of our country.
yeah. But hey, we have at least with Washington. You know what? Whenever we watch something from Washington State, I always feel a sense of kinship because it's just
Yeah.
always raining.
It
and
is.
looks
It's raining.
freezing.
There's trees.
There's
and
trees.
We're just like, but
Yeah,
there's
we're
like
kind of
some
like
infrastructure.
similar. Like I'm not a.
Yeah, like we
I'm
don't.
not an ecologist or anything, but it seems like we have similar biomes.
Yeah, and it's like we don't live in like a tiny village. We live in a town, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, it seems relatively similar. Like I
Well,
feel like we could film something here.
Yeah, because like when I cut to like the coastal Oregon town, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, that's like Aberystwyth or something.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's like close enough.
Like wow, Swansea.
Oh my god, it's the Mumbles.
Oh my god, it's the Mumbles.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like, I am trying to picture like this stereotypical sexist portrayal of like a big blonde busty woman
Yeah.
as Scully, but not changing the character at all.
Yeah, no. She's just like, no, that'd be great.
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe they should have done that. They should have
Maybe
taken
they should
that.
have.
Get out of here,
Because
Gillian
that could have been
Anderson.
like, they could have made her really smart and then been like, see, even beautiful women can be smart.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm happy with the casting decision.
I am very happy. She is fantastic.
Also, she's just like traditionally beautiful. I know,
She is. It's like she is a beautiful woman.
Their expectations are ridiculous.
Yeah, because it's like fucking.
She's fucking
blonder.
gorgeous, and then they
Yeah, blonder, leggier, breastier. That's the quote. And
more,
it's like,
more tits, more ass
more tits, more ass.
for our FBI
more leg.
agents.
Yeah, it's funny because to be fair, Gillian Anderson, I don't know how tall she is. She does look tiny in her little power suit, but I think that
Yeah.
works.
No, it does.
Because, you know,
It's
the
giving
whole
Jodie
thing.
Foster.
It's giving Jodie Foster. It's giving the idea of like, you know, she's well respected in her field, but also kind of out of her depth at the same time.
Yeah.
Specifically in the extraterrestrial department.
I think most people would be, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair. But yeah, they're like our main two. There's like other characters in this, but like
Yeah,
they carry the show.
there are certain characters that show up later on as I've looked into, but I'm not that too familiar with them.
That's fair.
So I know there's a man with a cigarette, but I don't know who plays him. I'm not sure who is recurring. So
That's fair. I know that obviously the whole show is kind of
but the whole
built
show is
on-
like based on them too.
yeah, Mulder and Scully, which is really funny because I found out about the whole like lawsuit debacle. Did you see about this?
Well, with David Duchovny suing Fox.
Yeah. So before series 7, there's 11 series in total, but 10
Well,
and
is
11
it still 11?
were-
It's still going.
kind of. 10 and 11 were a revival.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it ran for 9 seasons originally, or like 8 or 9, yeah. And before Series 7, Fox supposedly sold the rights to the X-Files to one of their subsidiaries.
Okay.
And because it was to one of their subsidiaries, they undersold the price because it's basically like selling it to themselves.
Oh, okay.
And so Duchovny sued them for like supposedly lost money, and he settled for $20 million.
Damn.
Yeah, but obviously, like, suing the company that employs you isn't a great look. So, Duchovny and Carter, I saw that. I don't know how Carter was tied to it specifically, but
Did they
They
leave?
were both left the show then, but eventually returned. So Carter returned, and Duchovny also returned, but not as a main character. He was just like, I think that I'm
So who replaced them?
satisfied. They had a new character.
Damn.
There was like a big casting process to like find the new guy.
Really?
And I imagine it was probably big at the time of like, oh, who's the new
Can't
guy
imagine.
going to be?
I've
But,
never
yeah.
heard anyone speak about there being a different casting.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing.
like,
I'm
they
sure
don't
maybe the
recast-
guy was fine, but
Yeah, because they don't recast him; they just make a new character.
well, no, I don't mean
No, I know,
recasting,
yeah.
but you know, like a replacement for that type of character, basically. Yeah, there's like
The
that.
only thing I could imagine you doing is by having Scully become the one who's obsessed with aliens,
Yeah.
and having the new character be like Scully was in this episode, where they don't believe.
Oh, okay,
And
so they
flip the
sort of switch
dynamic.
roles.
That's the only way I could think of it working, and not just being like, here's this new guy who's also obsessed with
They
aliens.
should continue that tradition. Where you slowly become the Mulder character over the course of the series, and then you have to
fucking,
train up the next Scully.
A fucking ship of Theseus X-Files. It's like, hang on, neither of the main characters are here anymore. That's to shout back to one of our previous episodes. That's what Glee was going to be. So you know how like a lot of the cast leave in series
It was
3
going to be a
and
sheep
4?
of Gletheus.
It was going to be the only main characters were going to be Will and Sue, where the kids all change over the years,
Oh, yeah.
but the teachers obviously stay the same. But obviously that
didn't work.
that wasn't going to work based on what they found, and then the show just kind of struggled until it died. So. But that's a different show. But yeah, so there's obviously we talked about the legacy, but do we want to talk about what happens in the episode first, or should we talk about the insane impact this episode had?
What was the first option?
Episode,
Oh yeah, what happened? Should we talk about?
unless I've missed something and you want to talk.
Oh no, it's kind of a more of a side note, just sort of the music, just because it's like a big part.
Yeah,
it's only
I
going
saw
to
there
be
was
kind of a
lots about
side note in this one because the theme doesn't actually play in this episode.
Yeah, I did see there was lots of stuff about the music.
Yeah.
I didn't research much into the music itself, other than I know it was by Mark Snow, only because I know that like you love music stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like you would understand it better than I would.
Yeah, no, the theme came in the second episode. There isn't like much I want to. It's just like an iconic theme, and also just the story he says about it. He says in like every interview, but how he was like making the theme and like they weren't satisfied, and then he just like he was getting frustrated, so he leaned on his keyboard at one point, and the echo effect played, and it plays the do 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 do. So that was an
Yeah,
accident.
that's really cool.
So I just wanted to like shout out that. But
love stories like
if
that.
anyone knows this show, that's like a very famous story of it.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But also just the general soundtrack of the show is like great. It's like
Yeah.
proto Silent Hill. It's good for that
Yeah.
same sort of vibe.
Yeah, definitely. That's sort of vibey. Yeah,
To use technical musical term, it's very vibey.
very vibey.
Yeah. So what happens in this episode?
Let me get IMDb up.
Are you gonna get IMDb? I mean, I got a thing here.
You got a thing here?
I got a thing here. I can tell you.
Go for it.
Okay, so it opens. This one woman, she's running through the woods, and then she sees the light, and she's like, "What?" And then like some leaves start spinning around her. Then then there's a guy, and then she
There's a guy.
vanishes.
It's just a dude.
Yeah, it's just a dude, and then they vanish. Then they find the body later.
Yeah.
and then just like, oh, we know this.
Who finds the body?
The sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
She's dead.
she's dead. 2 holes in her back. And then we meet Scully. She gets interviewed for the X-Files program.
She does, and she's already an FBI agent.
Yeah.
But they're moving her to the X-Files program to disprove it.
They're
kind of vague
to
about
spy
it.
on him.
Yeah, they're kind of vague about it. The X-Files program.
It's
is
insinuated that they want her to just sort of keep an eye on Fox, basically.
Yeah. Because he's spooky.
Because he's spooky. Do you think I'm spooky? I thought this was in this episode. I just want to say, okay, this is a clip of Fox, of Mulder going fucking, going to Scully, just being like, do you think I'm spooky? And I gotta say, I was quaking. I was like, I genuinely had to pause the episode and look away. I was.
Honestly, no. I imagine a lot of this episode will just be us talking about them.
No, honestly, these two, they do. Honestly,
yeah,
it's a bisexual's white dream. You get great eye candy all the entire time. But
anyway, so she meets Fox.
They insinuate it's more like insinuate that she's there to like keep an eye on him, and report like everything, just so they're doing everything by the book. She meets
Fox Mulder.
Fox Mulder, and
what's Scully's first name?
Dana.
Dana, yeah, it is Dana Scully.
And then he's just like, "You're spying on me." And she was like, "What?" And I was kind of glad that there wasn't going to be like a side plot of just like revealed at the end of something. You're spying on me, but we had such a close relationship. Just like straight away, just like now. I know what.
I know. Yeah, I know why you're here. I always appreciate when shows do that. They don't drag shit out. They just like, we know what's up.
Yeah, especially for like false tension or something. And then it puts up the character dynamic of her being a skeptic and him being a what's the term?
Believer? Catholic.
What do you call those girls who are really into crystals?
I don't know.
He's a mystic.
Mystic?
He believes.
He believes in the extraterrestrial.
He is.
Do you ever wonder what it's like being a traveller of the fourth dimension?
And listen, I would believe anything this man says.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the one thing with this episode. I love this episode, don't get me wrong. But like, this is obviously very different.
No, this is like something I want to talk about later on.
Yeah, I won't go too far into it, but purely the idea of the second this man would be like, there's aliens, I'd be like, okay,
bye.
Yeah, sure. I'll be like, I'm down, but like,
you'd be down.
It's like, yeah, sure, there's aliens now.
This is a different time. Okay,
exactly.
Let's just bring this up. The whole general discussion around conspiracy theories was very different in the 1990s than it is in 2025.
That's one thing I want to talk about. I think if we let's power through the rest of what happens in the episode, and then I do want to talk about like just aliens as a whole.
Aliens, conspiracy theories, the mystic.
So they meet and they go to Oregon.
They go to Oregon because
meet the dead girl.
Mulder's just like, take a look at this, and then she's just like, this could be bite, could be animal bite. She'd be like, and then he's like, no, come to Oregon.
Clearly a vampire.
And then she's like, and then they go,
they go, they see the body.
They see the body.
They see the two bites. Well, they don't think they're bites. They think they're injections of some kind, don't they? Oh, on the way they're on a plane.
They're on a plane.
And the plane shakes.
The plane shakes.
Violently.
Yeah.
That was quite freaky to come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
good display of the character. He's chilling across 3 seats.
Yeah.
That would have been expensive.
But I guess
it's on the FBI.
I wish I could chill. Like also, on the drive there, their car, there's like they're listening to the radio, and there's an intense static sound. And these are just our kind of first couple of hints of something not quite being right. Yeah. Now, this is something I got confused by, just to connect the dots between the plot. Yeah. Obviously, they then they find out there were 4 other victims. Yeah. All from the same high school class. Yeah. They go to one of the boys' funeral, like they go to see one of the boys' bodies. Yeah. To see if it's got the same marks. Yeah. And in the casket is some sort of monkey skeleton.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I feel as though this is going to be like a running thing with like some things are answers and some things just don't make.
That was fine. That's fine.
Maybe they were replaced by aliens?
Unless that
maybe
was
we're like
him,
getting
actually.
it wrong. Maybe it was like
Maybe that was him, because like obviously like they couldn't quite define it. They said it's probably some type of monkey, but it had the thing in its nose, which obviously the other characters also did after being abducted. Yeah, yeah. So maybe it's saying that that's what happens to them after. Yeah. I don't know. But
maybe we missed out. Maybe it was like implied that like Billy took the corpse, or maybe the aliens took it and they just used a monkey. A decoy?
I don't know, but either way.
Either way, it was very funny when the coffin came rolling down.
That was wild.
I know. Just immediately, without missing a beat, he was just like, he was cracking jokes.
Yeah.
But then the fucking then the coroner comes out and he's just like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?"
And he's like, "Shut up."
For the FBI. then they meet like the coroner, no, like the guy who did the autopsy.
Yeah.
And we have seen throughout the episode that Scully has been like kind of reading over it and been skeptical.
Yeah.
And that guy's like immediately suspicious.
Yeah.
He's just like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've checked it over. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, after they meet the coroner, they go and do an autopsy. They find the metallic thing. They go to investigate the other two. What would you call it when you get a victims? When
Victims,
they,
who survived.
the vegetables.
Yeah. So they survived. One of them is in a complete vegetative state, awake in coma.
Yeah.
And the other one is in a wheelchair and is fine until like they meet her, and then 2 minutes later she
freaks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has a massive nosebleed.
Yeah. And then Mulder's just like, oh, it's aliens.
It's aliens.
Well, he doesn't say that, but
Yeah,
he's just like,
do they ever say the word alien?
I
Pretty sure they
can't
only
recall,
say
but he
extraterrestrial.
alludes to there being other things beyond like the what is suspected at the current moment. And then they go to the forest to investigate, and then the police is just like, well, the chief. The chief of police is like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Even though I think they have jurisdiction over it, the FBI.
Yeah, the FBI.
But then I guess they just cooperate because clearly he's not standing down.
Yeah.
To
To be fair, he had a shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. So they leave. They seemingly get abducted.
Yeah. So they're driving in the car. They see a bright light.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, 9 minutes have passed.
Yeah.
And they don't know what happened in those 9 minutes. And Mulder is excited about it.
Yeah,
Like he gets out of the car and he's like, woo.
I know that looked freezing.
Yeah, in that
like
rain.
the sucker, you could see their breath.
Yeah.
Like coming out. I can imagine they've been doing that for like 20 takes. That would have been horrific.
Yeah.
But then Scully believes she's been bitten as well.
She sees the bite. I love that sequence. I love how it doesn't show you it.
Well,
It doesn't show you them, and then he's like, they're mosquito bites.
oh yeah. Then they start bonding. It's a nice scene.
Yeah.
But then it's revealed the girl in the wheelchair from earlier
Has passed away.
She's died. She jumped in front of a car in a not even a car, fucking a truck.
Yeah.
Truck. Then it turns out then they all their stuff gets burned.
Yeah, all this stuff was set on fire,
Yeah.
destroying all the evidence except for the little metal bit
Yeah.
that Gillian Anderson had in her pocket.
But then the coroner's the one that was freaking out earlier at them. Her daughter comes up just being like,
Help me.
help me, I've also been bitten.
Yeah.
And like her nose starts bleeding and shit.
Yeah. And they like
cool effect as well. Looked very realistic, just gushing out.
Yeah, genuinely.
Then the coroner and the chief come up suspiciously and they
immediately suspiciously like, come home, you're fine.
Yeah.
They follow them. Well, kind of. They go back to the location where they were before.
Yeah.
When they see a guy carrying that daughter, and like all of the leaves are happening. The guy with the chief of police is there with the shotgun.
Yeah.
And it was the other boy, wasn't it? The one who was in. There was the one who was in the vegetative state, wasn't it?
Billy.
Who has been sort of, from our understanding, from like as the audience, kind of controlled.
Yeah,
by
controlled
the
by
extraterrestrials.
Yeah. Mulder he theorizes that like they like it mutated them in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and they come to that conclusion when Scully starts to believe after finding like dirt on his on his feet and shit.
Yeah.
And then it all comes to shit because like they want to go back to the woods to sort of
investigate.
Investigate to match the
dirt.
The bottom of his feet to the dirt, and that's when all the shit goes down.
Yeah.
And Billy's there. He's holding the girl. Then
the light comes around, all the leaves start spinning.
Yeah.
It looks like,
and it seems like it undoes it.
Yeah, their spots disappear, and he speaks for the first time.
Yeah.
And then
he seems to have like regained his consciousness again.
Yeah. And they sort of they talk there, and they actually take him to the FBI headquarters.
Yeah.
Where he says about like basically if he was controlled.
Yeah.
To like take them there.
Yeah.
Take like his classmates there.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Scully has a conversation with the sort of chief of the FBI, whoever
Yeah.
that is, who assigned her to the X-Files case, where he's like, okay, do you actually believe what you've said in your report, where like you lost 9 minutes, you were abducted
Yeah.
in some sort of way? And she's like, well, I can't substantiate it, but that's my experience. And he says, oh, but how are we meant to like prosecute on anything because we don't have any evidence of anything?
Yeah.
And she gives him the little metal
Yeah.
nose thing.
Which gets taken and stored away
In the Pentagon.
In the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yes, and it's
Style.
not the only one.
It's not the only one. There's like
Yeah.
fucking 6.
Yeah, there's
in the
quite a
exact
few.
same casing and everything.
Yeah. So, kind of whole idea of maybe.
So
they
a lot of
know.
moving parts in
A
this.
lot of moving parts. It's quite plot heavy, even though it is also a lot of character.
Yeah, it's very ambitious. They like start off like right away.
They
'Cause
do.
usually there's like with like these sort of episodes, there's like half the episode is like character introduction and like half the episode is like
I was surprised how it felt like
this is
almost
just
like we were just in it.
Yeah, just, like,
it
right
didn't feel
away.
like a pilot in the sense of if you
Yeah,
put
it
this on
seems
for
quite-
someone
yeah.
and didn't tell them it was the first episode, and you skipped like the first 5 minutes purely of just Mulder and Scully meeting.
Yeah.
If you just miss that bit, you'd kind of just assume it's a further out episode.
Yeah.
Because they have the chemistry, they have the plot.
Yeah,
like-
it seems like they have it like down to a science basically at this point.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
know the structure more or less. Yeah, and they're tackling like all the basic themes that they want to for like the rest of the season, seemingly the show. Like straight away, like they're tackling like all the alien abduction. Just the way like they reveal it is like quite interesting as well.
Yeah, I really like the way this episode is plotted in terms of it doesn't give you all the answers, but then it gives you enough to connect the dots of like, oh, they find the supposed chimpanzee
Yeah.
with the thing in its nose.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the girl then, she has a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And like obviously that happens again.
Yeah.
And then like you sort of make these
It's
connections.
a mystery,
It
and
is.
you like your mysteries.
I do like my mysteries.
Do you think this was a well done mystery?
I do think it was a well done mystery. Obviously, it's interesting because there's the whole extraterrestrial aspect of
Yeah.
it. One thing that did surprise me, because I think that it's kind of a meme in X-Files, even like as an outsider, of someone who knows about it but hasn't watched it.
Yeah.
Of like Scully is kind of the non-believer.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you not believe with how much they see in those
Yeah.
episodes? But I feel like this one is grounded enough where she does start to believe, but also
I
there's
don't think
enough
it's as simple
plausible-
as she doesn't believe in anything.
I
It's
think
more
it's-
she just like tries to ground it in like the reality around it.
'Cause
Whereas
even she
like
says,
Mulder
like-
is more just like,
Yeah.
who the fuck knows is out there, man?
Exactly, because she also says like, regardless, a crime has been committed.
Yeah.
So like, she's more focused on the fact of like getting justice and like working out what's actually
Yeah,
happened.
and it does propose that question at the very end. It's just like, how do you like use this information to sort of in like courts or whatever?
Yeah, because
like it's so flimsy. You don't really have a ton of it.
Yeah. And
So
like
they do like do some get out of jail free, like, oh, it burned down in a lab. I'm not sure how often they're going to use that. It's just like they have
Every
like
week.
almost exact evidence of like
Alien life.
alien fucking about, and I guess when they do have it, they just store it away more or less.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I don't know how this goes in terms of if it has like an overarching story in the season.
It does.
It does. I wonder if it's like kind of about the whole thing of like they could literally find proof that aliens exist, and the Pentagon would be like. I mean, Mulder says, doesn't he? He says they know.
Literally in the second episode, they see some fucked up shit. Man.
Yeah, because I was going to say that's something I appreciate with this, where it doesn't show you anything.
Yeah.
Like obviously it is happening because like you see the light and like this unexplained things.
Yeah, Chris Carter was talking about how like implication is always more frightening than actually like showing like any sort of horror, and it is true.
Yeah,
like both
totally
in
agree.
like the literal like writing sense of just like you imply with like I'm shading certain things or whatever, but
Yeah.
also like the cinematography as well, where it's like this bathing in like a lot of shadows in here. It's it's awesome.
Yeah,
I love how it looks.
Yeah, I think it looks really good visually as well.
Yeah, did you watch the Blu-ray?
No, I watched it on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not another Buffy. It's seemingly like I look at both. I looked at a DVD version I had and a Blu-ray version, and it's not a case of they cropped it.
Okay.
I might be wrong,
I don't know.
but
It
seemingly from a
looked-
glance, it didn't look.
It looked visually good.
Yeah.
So like I know with Buffy I went from seeing the regular like released version to then seeing
Yeah.
the crop version, but like that was a noticeable difference. Whereas with this, it didn't feel
I'm
like
scared
it
of
was...
saying this now because whenever I say something like this, it'll just come out. Actually, the Blu-rays of these are atrocious.
Yeah.
The one thing I will complain about is that the audio isn't fantastic of like the dialogue, but that's like the most minor nitpick. It sounded
Yeah,
quite
that's
crusty,
fair.
but I kind of like that. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
we like it when things are bad.
Yeah, I love things when they're bad. I love technical limitations.
Yeah. Should we say about... Because obviously we talked about, like, kind of the plausible deniability they give.
Yeah.
And conspiracy as a whole.
Yeah.
It's very interesting going back to this show in the world we are now, where it's almost like... I remember growing up, aliens being, like, this big talking point.
Yeah.
Like, on YouTube, there'd be, like, the whole, like, UFO sighting videos.
Yeah.
Like, there was all these, like, hoaxes, and obviously it all kind of came to a head in, like, the 2010s with all the Area 51 shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like now we kind of live in a world where I feel like the majority of people, or at least a lot of people, kind of just believe and accept that there's probably alien life.
Do you think so?
But it's just kind of like a whatever thing.
Yeah.
It's
Well, no, there was like a
you get what
thing
I mean?
recently where it was just like there's like actual UFO footage, but it's kind of just like
What do you do
what is the
about it?
average person going to do about it?
It's like oh, the government knows there's aliens. It's like, okay.
Well, there's a difference between a UFO and an alien.
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, the government is hiding them or anything. It's literally in the sense of like...
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about with like the whole conspiracy theory aspect of
Yeah.
it, because like it was written with like Watergate in mind and sort of
Yeah.
the general distrust in government, which is quite interesting considering the characters literally work for the government. They work
Yeah.
for the Federal Bureau.
Yeah, they're not like a private investigator thing.
No, but even in this, it's very clear that their higher ups are up to things.
No,
They're-
up to nefarious things.
Yeah. But that's sort of like distrust in the government, which is like a good thing, obviously. Like,
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, especially now. It's only gotten worse. But it's interesting how sort of conspiracies are viewed differently now because they're sort of like more like political and any sort of skepticism is sort of almost associated more now with like sort of right wing
Yeah.
grifters or whatever, or trying to peddle things. Like they've been like this general idea of conspiracy, which
Yeah.
used to mean like sort of like you should just have like kind of a wonder to it. Now it's just kind of just like you just tie it in with like people who don't believe in vaccines
Yeah,
or
it feels
something.
like fear mongering
Yeah,
more
right.
than just kind of this like. It went from, granted, like this is like literally before we were even born, so it's hard to speak on like specifically, but it feels like it went from like it's like the whole thing of like, oh, question things,
Yeah.
question everything, and it's
But
like,
now it's gone to like Jews control the world,
who owns the
which is like
moon?
a very old
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
Exactly.
But now it just feels like it's just like
It's the same sort of thing of like, and it's really random. I might cut this example.
Go on.
Actually, I don't know. I feel like it's relevant. But I even saw like a thing on a lesser scale of conspiracy theories, because it is a conspiracy theory, what I'm going to say. It's like I watched a video earlier, and like obviously we live in the UK, and it's more of a problem in England than Wales, but we have seen it here with people putting fucking flags everywhere.
Do you think it was a psyop?
Not that. No. I saw a video of a worker like working on a lamppost,
Yeah.
and he was like moving the flag out of the way, supposedly to work on a camera.
Yeah.
That was being blocked by it because, you know, putting flags fucking everywhere, like,
Yeah.
you know, that could have repercussions and things. But either way, and someone came across and like yanked his ladder out from under him,
Yeah.
and like tried to throw him off and tried to hurt him, and obviously it was labeled as like one of the people who put up the flags did it.
Yeah.
And all the comments, I mean, the comments pissed me off as a whole because they were like, oh, well, you shouldn't have tried to take it down then. And it's like, fuck off. But regardless of that, I did see a comment that had quite a few likes that was like, I bet it was a lefty who was trying to frame it in the sense, like, frame it out. And it feels
Yeah.
like now it's like that, where it's like, you can't trust fucking
Everything is a
anything.
psyop.
Yeah. Everything is someone else, even in the sense of like, obviously, like the Charlie Kirk shooting happened. And I don't fucking know what actually happened with that. All we know is this guy shot him. But then there's the flip of like the right wing trying to be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's because of his trans roommate who is
Yeah.
factually not trans.
Yeah.
Or the left wing kind of being like, it was paid off by the right wing.
Yeah.
The right wing assassinated him to take, not saying the left wing specifically believes that, but just speaking of like different sides of the theories. I saw a theory that was like, oh, it was paid off by Trump to distract from the Epstein files. It's like, it's that sort of thing.
Yeah,
where
where
it's
it's kind of used as just sort of a justification to sort of like uphold any
Yeah.
belief you currently
it
have.
feels
now.
like back then, and again, speaking just on what we know, it feels like back then conspiracies were question those in power. Now it's literally like, do not trust the person next to you.
Yeah.
Because they're in on it.
It went from conspiracy theories to just straight up paranoia with everyone now. And it's been exacerbated, obviously, by like COVID. Like everyone being like
online,
extremely online, including us. Except we were already deep down these rabbit holes. We were fine.
Yeah, it's like, oh, have you heard this theory? Bitch, I was there when it was written. Do not cite the dark magic to bewitch.
Yeah, basically. So it's interesting going back to this, and like, it was a different time with conspiracy theorists. It used to be kind of fun.
I love the idea of going back to this and going to Chris Carter and him being like, oh yeah, it's about aliens and like the government knows.
Yeah.
And just being like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, what? It's like, yeah, like.
I don't know if it's still going. I don't know. Maybe they do a vaccine episode.
That'd be wild. Oh, to be fair, I think it would be a mess.
Yeah.
But I think this would be a really interesting show if it was like, Scully, you're not going to believe this. The guy who killed Charlie Kirk, extraterrestrial.
Yeah. The things we couldn't like apply to our Doctor Who format will apply to an X-Files format, basically.
Yeah, basically. They're going to do like Mulder and Scully stop an extraterrestrial invading the Eurovision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just making it like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
You can always tell which episodes, which shows we love the concept of based on how much fan fiction we write of it while talking.
Yeah. No, these things are kind of right for themselves.
They do. And speaking of that, like the fan fiction side of it, obviously another thing that predates us as humans existing is
fan fiction.
The internet, the emerging internet, having a massive impact on like the X-Files and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like unofficial websites, fan forums.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, because like the whole shipping thing apparently came from this.
Yeah, I actually thought that before. I remember watching or reading somewhere about shipping fucking ages ago about like Mulder and Scully kind of being the original ship.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I kind of thought that might be like a long running thing of like, oh, you watched this show for like 7 seasons and you're like, oh, you know, by
do
the
they
end
get
of
together?
course. I don't think they do. Chris Carter was very adamant that they were platonic.
Well, there was like a deleted scene with this episode. Do you know about this?
No, I don't.
Where Scully has a boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they were that adamant of just like, but they literally cut all his scenes. It was that easy to just do that.
That's really funny.
Like they filmed it, they cast him and everything, but then they just scrapped it because it just wasn't working.
It's really interesting. And I think it's really interesting because I kind of expected it to be, oh, as they grow closer and closer.
Yeah.
But they have incredible chemistry.
Honestly,
in this
like
episode.
right off the bat.
But it's like, I can see how people instantly just chip them.
Yeah. Also, they're both beautiful.
They're both beautiful.
Apparently, they had some tension later on in the show. But
Like sexual or like...
no, they
Like, that
were
didn't
butting
get on.
heads. Yeah, they didn't get
Like
along.
as the characters or the actors?
I think there was sexual tension. I don't know. It was a different time, man.
Yeah. You work with like one person.
Yeah. But that's
like-
apparently what kind of drove it all attention. There was a lot going on at the time, but
Yeah, we never know like the full behind the scenes of everything. 'cause
yeah,
we
but like
weren't
later
there.
on, they apparently just like didn't speak that much. But at least on the show, at least very beginning on, they have like really really good chemistry.
They do. It's just something about them, and I think that like they encapsulate their roles so well. Like Duchovny really captures like that sort of mysticism and
Yeah. He's
sort of
quite
eagerness.
cheeky.
Yeah, he is flirty, I'd say.
Yeah.
But like not in a way of like he's chasing her, more in the way of like he sees that she's got quite a hard shell.
Yeah.
And he like
No, he
just wants
prods
to
it.
soften
Yeah.
it.
No, I love that sort of character dynamic of
Yeah.
sort of uptight and sort of chillax.
Yeah.
And it ties into their like belief system quite well.
Exactly. And I do like that dynamic when it's applied in this way in terms of the genders.
Yeah.
Because like
yeah, because
one of
you're gonna say this, aren't you?
I was going to say one popular like thing in like, you know, book tropes,
Yeah.
or like tropes are really big, is the grumpy sunshine dynamic.
Yeah.
And I feel like that often gets applied to a grumpy boy, sunshine girl.
Yeah.
Whereas like this, it's like Scully's not grumpy.
Well,
but
I
it's
thought you were going to
definitely
say that
like- go on.
Chris Carter literally flipped the dynamic
Oh,
for
really?
this. Yeah,
Oh,
he made
that
this
makes
a
sense.
purposely. Well, more to make it her being the skeptic.
Yeah.
And him being more the open-minded one, because he viewed that as like, you know, it's sort of traditionally in narratives to depict the feminine as more like
I mean,
mystical and more open-minded, whereas
see
like
that
men
now.
as being skeptical.
Yeah, we see that now with like horoscopes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like guys who are like, I feel like there's less that now because it's looped back around where guys are now I was going to say pretending to be into
Oh,
horoscopes.
they
like the performative male thing.
performative males
of,
are into
like,
horoscopes.
Well, they're just like, I don't want to say that they're doing it just specifically for women, but I think that is still an
no,
improvement.
horoscopes are for women.
I think
I'm not
that's,
derogative. I meant I'm claiming them.
That's fair. They're for you.
They're for me.
I think that I prefer that than I prefer guys pretend to be into them than the guys who are like, I don't care about your horoscopes. Oh, so bullshit. It's like, all right, fucking go back to your fantasy football team. It's like,
See
oh,
a Virgo.
yeah.
Just call them their sign and then
generally,
they kick off. It's really funny.
Or better yet, call them another sign, and then they'll be like, "Ha, joke's on you. I'm actually a Taurus." And it's like, I know. That's why I called you the wrong one, just to piss you off, because that's something a Taurus
I'm a
would
Scorpio
say.
moon rising.
I saw a story on Reddit once that was like, oh, I've been lying to my coworker about my sign for ages, and she's constantly like, oh yeah, you can tell that you're this because of this. And he was like kind of expecting to be like, oh, that's funny. And everyone was just kind of like, it's kind of fucking weird that you just lie about something. It's like, she's trying to be, like, she's trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
Just fucking talk to her. Anyway. So yeah, Mulder is the horoscope girly, and Scully is the skeptic.
Yeah.
And it is a very interesting dynamic. And I like that, like, I don't know how it goes.
But it's not even
As
like
it-
they drive it too hard.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. It doesn't go too far with it, where it's like Scully is dismissive of Mulder.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
that make sense? It's like
it's not like to the comedic degree of just like, you're ridiculous. I hate you.
Yeah. She is a skeptic in the pure sense of skeptical.
Yeah.
Like, even when things don't add up, she's like, yeah, like the time missing.
Yeah, yeah.
She's like, I can't prove it, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like, she's not... I thought she was going to be more like, oh, well, it must have been this.
I really like that scene where she's like, she finds like the dirt and then it just kind of switches on. It's just like, oh shit, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
And she's like going all for it. And then Mulder brings it back down by being like, oh, but you're going to have to write this in a report. And it just kind of dawns on her. It's just like, oh shit, yeah, we need actual evidence for this.
And I like that because it shows that he's not too high in the clouds as well.
Yeah.
He knows what his job is.
Yeah,
and he
they
knows,
balance each
like-
other quite well, even in like,
Yeah.
like reinforcing each other's like beliefs as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I definitely think it works in terms of their dynamic of
Yeah.
just, they're not caricatures of the idea of a skeptic and a believer.
Yeah.
They have depth. They feel human.
Yeah.
Because realistically, you wouldn't be like all in. Of course, Mulder would be like,
No, it makes him a
yeah.
much more believable character.
Exactly. Of course, Mulder would be like, well, I believe, but also like, I just want to know what's out there. And
Yeah.
Scully would be like, well, I don't believe, but like, this doesn't add
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
So there must be something. Like,
Yeah.
something's not right.
Yeah, this was obviously like massively influential to everything, but
Yeah.
it also but it was like one of those shows like as well as like Twin Peaks, which was like very close, like a
Yeah.
year before
Yeah, no,
Twin
well,
Peaks ended, but it was going for that sort of movie feel, which was like getting kind of big at the time.
Yeah.
Which is because it was like blending like Monster of the Week stuff
Yeah.
with like the sort of ongoing plot as well, which was very ambitious because they were doing like they were doing CW number episodes.
Yeah, like in the 90s.
Yeah.
What channel was this on?
Fox.
Oh, of course it was Fox, yeah. I always forget, like, Fox had a channel, if that makes
I
sense.
think it was on Fox. I mean, it was like produced.
Yeah. It was produced by Fox. Well, yeah, and, like, it's funny because we spoke in previous episodes about how, like, we've coincidentally covered things that link together really nicely.
Yeah.
And it does say, like, a lot of the impacts on, fandom culture and other shows, including Buffy,
Yeah.
like Supernatural,
Yeah, like
and
we
even
said-
like Torchwood. Russell T Davies was like one of the big inspirations for Torchwood, which, if you don't know, is a spin-off of Doctor Who, was the X-Files.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because, like, when you look at Torchwood, it's basically
It's X-Files.
X-Files.
X-Files, but
But horny.
horny.
They got the
They
Cyberwoman.
fuck.
They fuck. They got the Cyberwoman. And she gets eaten by a pterodactyl.
Yeah, we kind of like overemphasize like whenever we do like research into any show, like the top two shows that come up are like Buffy and
Buffy
this.
and, yeah, this and
Twin
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks. They're like the big three.
Yeah. I'm sure once we go back beyond the 90s.
Yeah, it'd be so interesting to go before
Yeah,
Twin Peaks.
we're gonna do at some point next year. We're gonna do a classic series of shows.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see the other influence.
Well, it's funny because let's talk about the Twilight Zone, and I can't wait for the Twilight Zone one to be like,
yeah, that'd be great.
It was inspired by this, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
That's no, but in like that period, they were inspired by like books,
Yeah.
plays. At this point, there were things were inspired by other TV shows.
Exactly.
People don't read, so
Yeah, people don't read. I don't read.
You don't read, you just watch.
I only, yeah.
You read as summarizations on TikToks.
I do.
Watching you relapsing into full-on TikTok and
Yeah, it's bad. I should
social
stop.
media. It's terrible, man.
I know.
I feel so
It's
bad.
finding the fucking
I feel like
balance.
I'm enabling you.
It's finding the
This
balance. 'cause
entire
the thing is, it's like
this entire podcast was an excuse for you to get it.
well, that's the problem, because like I feel like a lot of the time I'm close enough where I could justify it in the sense of like I'm actually looking at things kind of related. Like if I go on Reddit, it's either Digimon or Stephen King, and like Digimon is like a genuine hobby of mine, and Stephen King is like, oh, it's for the podcast. The only place where I have to catch myself is when I get into like TikTok and like politics stuff comes up, and I have to like no, because like otherwise when I go on TikTok, it's like I find like fucking the long walk edits, which is still something I don't want to be spending a lot of my time on. I do catch myself and be like, no, or like, I'll do the thing where I'll pick up my phone, go to open the app, and be like, no. Thankfully, one nice thing about this phone, because I've recently downgraded my phone, is it is slower, so it's like it is like less convenient to be like, oh, whatever.
That's good, man. We'll get
Yeah.
you through this.
Thank you. I fucking love the scene where there's two scenes I really love that like made me fall in love with these characters just in this first episode.
Yeah.
I can't remember what order they happen, but one of them is because they're staying in a motel while they're in Oregon. One of them is Mulder knocking on Scully's door and being like out of his work clothes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going for a run. Do you want to come?
Yeah.
And it's just like,
That's so cute.
It's like immediately just like dreamy friends with me.
It's kind of pathetic. I saw that and I was thinking like, I should run. He's so motivational.
And then the other side of things is the like we said earlier about Scully finding the bites and going to Mulder. And I really like how that scene is handled, because she's in her bra and knickers for that scene.
Yeah.
But like it's never played as if it's like tension.
Yeah.
Like he like says to her like, "Oh, those are mosquito bites."
Yeah.
And then she turns around and hugs him.
Yeah.
And it never feels like it's setting them up
wholesome,
for
Chungus.
yeah.
You should see the reaction. It feels.
It feels like
I don't know about you, but I wanted to see him fuck right there and then.
yeah. If it felt like they were setting up of like they've got that friend relationship where like it doesn't do the whole thing of
As
like
my notes say,
a woman with skin.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's a man and she's a woman.
He should have started like biting on a table or something. Just go,
She hugs him and like because the camera's on him as his face as she's hugging him, and he's just like behind her. For the audio listeners, which is all of you, I was biting my hand.
We'll have a good visual for it.
Yeah, one day we'll have a video and it'll be really weird.
No, I wrote down they're both baddies.
They're both baddies.
Yeah.
They are. They could have the most toxic of relationships if they wanted. Working together, like being lovers at the FBI. Oof. It's like talking about bringing your work home with you.
She kind of has a fuck ass bob, but also not. It's too long for a fuck ass bob,
I get
but it's
what you
like
mean.
it's there.
She got that Jodie Foster hair.
It's a bit longer.
Fair. Like, as in Scully's is a bit longer?
Yeah.
Fair. There's one shot of this where she's got like her hair up and a little ponytail.
Yeah.
And I thought it looked really cute.
Yeah.
When she's doing the autopsy, she got her hair up and glasses on.
She's clearly a man. It's like red, but it's like too red.
Yeah. Is
I'm quoting the show. I'm not being interested.
yeah. So the X-Files ran for 11 seasons, but
Including the reboot?
yeah, well the reboot was like seasons 10 and 11. So it ran for 218 episodes,
Yeah, it did.
which I think is including the reboot.
Okay. So it's still shorter than
Supernatural.
still shorter than Supernatural. One
Yeah.
day we'll cover
Supernatural is the benchmark. Oh, speaking of that, I feel like I edited. I think I added the numbers wrong. One sec, because earlier last week we said about The Walking Dead being the longest, and when
have you
notes-
recalculated?
Yeah, big news. So Supernatural is still the longest running single show we've done. But I think last week I must have missed one of the shows while adding the numbers together. So Supernatural had 327 episodes. The collective Walking Dead franchise has 347.
Oh,
So it
okay.
hasn't beat by 20.
Oh, there you
but that is 9 shows versus one show.
This is one Supernatural show.
So-
So if you combine the other
Supernatural
shows,
spin-offs.
Yeah,
then it would
including the
definitely be
anime.
more, including the anime.
then I still think
It
Supernatural.
would. Oh
wins.
yeah, Supernatural. I still think we give it to Supernatural in the win.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this doesn't catch up to Supernatural. It did have 2 films.
It did.
Yeah, the X-Files and then X-Files I Want to Believe.
Yeah.
Which
Also,
is
many games.
many games. Yeah, we looked at the games. Oh, that point and click game looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, genuinely. When you sent the video, I was like, oh, I hope it's a point and click like investigation.
Yeah.
game. I was really happy.
It seems like a natural, like, obvious, like, thing you would do
yeah,
with the
like,
franchise.
This would really work as like, so you know, like the Ace Attorney style games,
Yeah,
Stagger
yeah.
Number style games of visual. What are they called? Storybook style.
I
games.
just want everything to be a DS game.
Honestly, this would say is the DS game.
Yeah.
And you got like
Little
the dialogue
sprites.
at the top. You
Yeah,
like,
little
clicking
sprites of
things.
Mulder and Scully.
Yeah, that'd be so good. And like you like doing
Doing
autopsies.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
connecting
Write
the
notes.
dots. Yeah, and like that sounds really good.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so from my understanding, the show ended, and then the success of the I Want to Believe movie was what led to the revival happening.
Oh, okay.
And they were,
That was quite late. That was like 2008.
yeah,
Okay.
and then led to it. There was a spin-off called The Lone Gunman, which
Yeah.
ran for 13 episodes and then got cancelled.
Oh, was it dog shit?
Must have been. I mean,
Yeah,
it would have surely been a bit longer.
Yeah.
And there was comics.
There were comics. There was like a ton of multimedia stuff.
Yeah, there was. I mean, this is a franchise. Like, you know, it's
Capital F franchise.
Capital F franchise. It won 16 Emmys and it was nominated for 62.
Fucking
in total.
hell.
Yeah, a lot. 5 out of 12 Golden Globes, and it was nominated for 14 SAG Awards and won 2. So it was a very, very successful, especially in the Emmys department.
Yeah, have you written down how many people watched the first episode?
Yes, it was. Where is it? On my notes, I always put it near the top. And I haven't for some reason, but I have got it. Give me 2 seconds. We also didn't mention that this episode was, well, it was written by Chris Carter, which we said, you know, is the creator of the show.
Yeah.
It was directed by Robert Mandel, who
Yeah.
only directed this episode of The X-Files.
Yeah.
But apparently, according to Wikipedia and IMDb, he was the uncredited director for The Rage Carry 2.
What?
So, yeah.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
How come all roads lead to Rage Carry 2?
I don't know.
I'm so excited. Honestly,
check out our
I'm
All
looking.
Hail the King episode on The Rage Carry 2.
Yeah, that'll be out soonish.
Near the end of the year. So yeah, because this is like a week before Halloween. It'll be out in like a couple months, not long. Yeah, genuinely, it's really funny.
I'm looking forward to rewatching Carrie. Obviously, it's like one of my favorite movies. But honestly, I'm just like, I want to see where all this talent go and fucked up.
Yeah, right. So the X-Files was watched by 12 million people. So pretty good.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's
That's like
the
Lost numbers, isn't it?
Lost was 18.
Oh, okay.
But so Lost is love, but it's in top 3 for us because it's Twin Peaks, obviously.
Yeah.
We're not going to beat Twin Peaks. I genuinely don't think, until we like watch some of the most successful ones of all time.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks was with 34 million, just rounding. Lost was with 18 million, and yeah, then it's 12 million for the X-Files.
What's below that one?
On here, I've got Doctor Who and Glee are kind of around similar levels. The Doctor Who one I remember was kind of skewed because
Yeah.
obviously it's like they had 2 different viewing numbers.
Okay,
'Cause
so they
they
just
had,
kind of spliced them together.
Yeah, because they had obviously like iPlayer and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they had like the original viewers numbers and then like the re-airing viewers
Yeah.
numbers essentially. Kind of like how the Vampire Diaries had original views and then view on demand
Oh, okay.
views, and they kind of added them together.
Yeah,
So I have kind of made a rule
It will
for myself.
it will get fucked
where-
up when we get to like streaming.
Yeah.
Shows.
So I've kind of made a rule for myself where it's like I'm trying to stay on the views of when it was originally aired.
Yeah.
Because like I'm sure this episode has been viewed by a lot more people because it's extremely successful show.
Yeah.
But like at the time,
Yeah.
on the day of airing, yeah, it was 12 million people.
Yeah.
So
Also, there was like
good.
a massive gap between it being aired here. It was like a
Really?
year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was aired in 93.
Well, it aired September 10th, 1993.
In the UK, it was 94.
Damn, yeah. We weren't born.
Yeah. I mean,
Obviously.
in either years. So, but
Ivy
yeah,
years, yeah. Yeah.
the good old days.
The good old days before existence. But it's not the end for the X-Files.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
There's been lots of talks about it coming back through Disney since Fox.
Is it coming back
acquired
again?
Disney.
Oh, okay. So they
It's coming back again.
revive it.
Well, it seems to be more like a reboot. Chris Carter was originally going to be working on it, but it seems that he has now left the production.
Okay.
Understandably so. He's been working on this for like 30 years.
Yeah.
So the name currently on the reboot for
Yeah.
Disney, Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. Oh, really?
Sinners, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I'd be down for that.
Black X-Files.
Black X-Files. But I fucking love Sinners. It's like the best movie I've seen this year, I think.
That's true.
So, the shit he did with the vampires.
All
Imagine
right.
what he'd do with aliens.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Make it woke.
He's going to make it woke.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. So, I genuinely...
I'll be honest, when you were saying that, I thought you were going to say Ryan Murphy.
Ryan, can you imagine?
Like, no, please.
Stay
away.
I got something funny to
Stay away from her.
I got something funny to tell you about Ryan Murphy.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the show 911? It's about firefighters.
Oh, yeah.
It's been running for a while. Apparently, it's like one of those shows that's gotten more ridiculous in time. They released a promo for their final season,
Yeah.
where it's like 3 of the firefighters looking at the sky, and it's a meteor shower, and they're like, "Brace for impact!" And it's like everyone's like, all the comments like, "What are they meant to do?" And I found out from that promo that its executive producer is Ryan Murphy. I was like, "That's funny. That makes sense." I'll show you.
need to go
later.
bigger.
I'll show you later.
They'll sing at it.
We'll cover that eventually. I'm sure there's a musical episode. Because, yeah, I'll show you it later. It's very funny. But yeah, I'd be down for a Ryan Coogler one. However,
It's like
we
those.
said,
It's like those fucking TikToks, but it's like giant ants,
Yeah.
or like giant spider on city, and it's just like, what would you do in this situation?
What would you do?
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
one thing I will say though with that reboot is I will believe it when I fucking see it, because it's been in development for so many years.
It's an IP. They got to keep it alive
Exactly.
somehow. Honestly,
And
let us do it. We'll do a good job. We understand the
And I can
characters.
imagine they'll probably, to be fair, straight to streaming X-Files, 8 episodes. I can imagine they'd probably fucking do something like that.
Yeah.
But
Well, we
you know?
clearly know the dynamic. Our idea at the beginning of the episode of like it being like a generational pass the
it's
mantle
like you now
of
do like
the Scully passing on to the to
like if you
becoming
can't
the
get
Fox.
both of them back, I'm sure like you get Gillian Anderson and she's like retiring and she's got to like bring in the new people or something. Have them be in the first episode to pass the torch and like give like
David
and do the
Duchovny
whole
looks
thing
good,
of like
but Gillian Anderson looks fantastic to this day.
they
Still.
really well, and it's like
It's because they're unproblematic.
exactly it's because they don't say slurs. If you're ugly, it's because you're racist.
Yeah. So stop being racist, and you'll be
Then you'll
pretty
be beautiful.
Yeah. We actually
Anyway,
believe this.
We do believe this. That's why our skin is clear.
Yeah. And whenever we get acne, it's because we're
Yeah.
racist.
The only reason I'm overweight is because I'm homophobic.
It's because you're
If I
gluttonous.
stopped saying slurs, I would be snatched.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something.
It's because you're just too evil.
Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Disney.
They're bringing it back.
Passing the torch. Disney could do the whole thing of like, I remember that.
I
remember the original X-Files, so I'm going to watch this. And I think they'd make a lot of money.
Actually, you know what we should do? Two girls in the FBI. That'd be
girls?
so awesome.
This would be pretty good, actually.
This would be so good. Keep the sexual tension.
2 girls, and like they're like a himbo guy assistant, or just 2 girls.
Just 2 girls.
4 girls.
4 girls?
4 girls.
Well, there could be 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
4 girls and their himbo guy assistant. And
Are you
I'm
doing
thinking-
Ghostbusters 2016,
I
you
was literally
fucker?
just about to be like, I'm thinking for the cast: Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon,
I think you're onto something.
Chris Hemsworth. I cannot remember the others.
So get Paul Feige to direct. It'd be great.
Exactly.
They hunt ghosts in New York.
Oh no, they made the X-Files woke.
Oh shit.
I'm really wound up now. I've wound myself up because I can't remember the other 2 people who are in the Ghostbusters reboot. Kate
No,
Mc-
close enough.
Yeah, I got 3. I think I got 2 of the women. Name a woman.
Hillary Clinton.
She's in it. It's the reason she lost.
Yeah, she was too busy
I
hunting ghosts.
I think you could tie a connection between those 2 things.
Oh yeah. No, you can't.
Kristen Wiig and Leslie Jones, the two I
okay.
forgot. But yeah, so we might see X-Files again. Maybe if they completely reboot it with no ties, we could do another episode on the new X-Files.
Oh, we'll do a segment of just like reboots. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be cool. Because like, it's interesting with those sort of pilots. I like the idea of that because they're a pilot in a less traditional sense, because obviously the shows usually just get approved. Streaming just changed the way shows work.
Yeah.
Where like there's less pilots in the traditional sense now. Like you get like a series.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
But,
basically,
like,
yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it. The series
Yeah.
are basically the pilots now.
yeah. But it'd be interesting to see like
Except they
how
don't
do
show
that.
the entire pilot to a network. They just kind of
Yeah.
drop it all.
And then they're like, we're thinking 4 seasons for the storyline, and the streaming service is like, fantastic, you get 1. Unless you're like
Squid
big on
Game.
TikTok.
Yeah, that's true.
Show, Squid
We can
Game,
make
Wednesday.
we'll just make a bunch of like Mulder and Scully edits. on
Honestly,
TikTok. Yeah.
I bet I could easily find like 1 million edits of them on TikTok.
Oh yeah. I mean, I found that one.
Oh yeah, you did. Do
you think I'm spooky?
Do you think I'm spooky? What was the other one you said?
Oh, that's the fucking the one where he screams.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love that screen because it felt so real. 'Cause it wasn't like a ridiculous scream. It was just like. Oh. But yeah, I feel like it's safe to say, ever since Garen, hi Garen, pointed out of like, because we've only watched episodes we've liked, we're always just like, yeah, I'll greenlight this.
Oh yeah.
But like,
We'll get to a
course,
stinker eventually.
We will. What I'm hoping for is one day.
No,
we,
this is an
like,
extremely
disagree.
like very good episode.
Exactly. It's a really strong show. It is very long. I don't know if I will. Oh well, I'd like to watch it. I feel like actually it would probably be easier to watch than some of the other things because like Lost, obviously I would.
It's
love to keep
episodic, so yeah,
watching.
you could literally just
Yeah,
throw
that's
one
what I
on.
mean. Whereas Lost is like kind of serialized.
Yeah.
So like one of the reasons I want to watch Lost but kind of put off is like not that I want to binge it. It's just there's a lot of moving parts.
I feel as though with like this sort of like type of television show though, it does sort of work within the sort of the old structure of TV in that
Yeah.
whatever episode is on, you can just watch.
Yeah.
Whereas like that's not really a thing anymore. You have to choose.
You have to watch things in order.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I like watching stuff in order. But like, honestly, we've been saying recently about how like YouTube is kind of dead for us just because like the creators we watch don't post that regularly.
Yeah.
I just don't. At the minute, I'm not that interested in what's being suggested to me because YouTube suggestions page is kind of bad. So like, if I've ever like I'm struggling to something to watch, I could imagine myself chucking an episode of X-Files on.
Yeah.
Especially because, look, streaming fucking sucks. They've basically just made television again, but it's literally all on Disney. And maybe the Blu-rays suck. Maybe the original format's better. I genuinely don't know. But I was pretty happy watching it on Disney Plus.
No.
So you know,
I think this is one of the rare cases where the transfer is actually well done.
and that makes it. I know it's like sounds bad, but that genuinely does make it easier to watch because like I'm enjoying watching Buffy. But I'm not like I've fallen behind the podcast I listen to because I obviously want to watch it at my CRT and purely just it sounds really stupid, but sometimes it's like easier to just chuck something on, like with the press of a button than like put the DVD in.
Oh, is it too much effort
It's too
going
much
up to
effort,
the
honestly.
to your
Sometimes
fucking
sometimes getting on
to
a
your
bed
shell,
is
pulling
too
out a
much effort,
disc.
Yeah. Do you ever find like getting on a bed is too much effort, and sometimes like you just
Shut
going
up.
to sleep is too much effort?
Shut up, man. Get some religion in your life. Believe
Sure.
for once.
I want to believe.
You never had that poster. Neither of us had that poster.
No,
Was it in this episode?
it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you see it in his office.
Yeah. Iconic poster.
It is.
Did he make that?
Did he make that?
Yeah.
Surely not. Surely that doesn't originate from this.
I think it does.
It might. Shit, does it?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's known for this, anyway. I don't know, maybe it was like a thing in the 60s or something.
I want to believe poster. What is the I want to believe for? X-Files.
Yeah, it originates from this then.
Oh, the bizarre tale of the classic X-Files I want to believe poster. Let's have a look then. No, I will not download your app.
This is the
truth
kind of
about the
research where
iconic
we're doing it
warlords.
on the cuff.
On the cuff. They're doing a launch of something in 15 hours, whatever the fuck that means.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's the mantra of the X-Files. In the pilot episode, Dana Scully sees the poster on the wall of Fox Mulder's office before she even sees his face. As the show's popularity skyrocketed in the 1990s, the poster became a must-have accessory for fans. Oh yeah, we didn't say. The fans are called the X-Files, but spelt like pedophile.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, like, the file comes from philia, like the Latin roots.
Oh, it's 'cause
but
they
no
love
one's
it.
like, oh yeah, like philia. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's like pedophile.
Yeah.
You know, pedophiles didn't exist in the 90s.
Nah.
So. Oh yeah, there we go. It says about this now. Sinners director Ryan Coogler is rebooting the franchise. Look at this fucking. What's this format?
But while the
It's just like got random big
for the
words.
TikTok generation,
Yeah.
you need to keep it moving.
But while the poster expresses its complicated backstory, Chris Carter, the mastermind of the series, drew inspiration from the artist Ed Ruscha, who is known for placing textual overlays over images. So this is one.
Is this like
This
an
is one
example
of
of
his
his?
Ruscha's one.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's just like heavily influenced by that artist.
So I think he made it, but like
Oh, did he actually make it?
no, I think he made like. Sorry, I meant Chris Carter made it based on, or like whoever worked on the graphics design. Oh yeah, so for the poster, Carter and his team settled on a photograph taken by Swiss UFOologist. That's sick.
Oh, okay. So it's an
Billy
actual
Mira
UFO photo.
in Europe. Mira, who claims to be an alien abductee as well as a major prophet. It's all coming together.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
the subject of the forthcoming documentary, I Want to Believe, and remains one of the most controversial figures in UFOlogy.
Oh, damn.
Or UFOlogy, I guess. That is really saying something. It says-
That's really funny.
Myra founded the UFO organization. It's got a German name, and claims to be a telepath and in physical contact with extraterrestrials from Pleiades, whom he calls Plagerian, since childhood, and that he asserts that he is the reincarnation of Jesus, Elijah, and Muhammad, among others. In the 1970s, he released hundreds of photographs, film footage, recordings, metallic samples that he claimed are evidence of his experience on UFO beam ships, though these have been widely disputed by investigators. So,
It's because they don't believe.
yeah, I like this one. It's Scully.
It's Scully, come take a look at this.
So
I could just see that, though, but like, fucking Fox is just like, he's on his phone, and he's just looking at a TikTok, it's like,
Scully, come look at this.
look at this. Holds up his phone.
Mulder and Scully, Five Nights at Freddy's crossover.
Not doing the same bit. It
doing
wasn't good the first
I'm
time.
doing the same bit. I'm gonna do the edit, but it's still my supernatural edit. I don't
Just overlay it.
I don't take Sam and Dean out. I just put their faces on it. I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do that, that'd be funny.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'll do it.
Because the layers, people appreciate the layers.
The layers. So there we go. That's the origin. The reincarnation of Jesus made the I Want to Believe poster.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can
good
see
graphic
that.
designer.
That's why we were talking about religion earlier. It all comes together.
It is.
Those pictures do look really cool, though.
Yeah,
the
that's
actual.
tight.
I want to actually. What was the guy's name again?
good
I wanna
font as well.
Yeah, I want to shout out that the photographer again.
Oh, wait, is the photographer not the same as the prophet?
No. Oh, so the photographer, the photograph of that I Want to Believe poster was the prophet Billy Myra.
Oh, okay. Good
the
work.
original photographer,
Wait.
artist who did the text on photo style is Ed Ruscha.
Oh, okay.
So
Shout out to Ed Ruscha.
yeah.
Also,
very
shout
cool.
out to the prophet.
Billy Myra,
Myra.
the prophet Muhammad, and Jesus,
And Jesus.
both of them.
It's kind of like Goku.
Maybe they're the same guy. Muhammad and Jesus.
Yeah, you're not going to start like a whole war with that statement, are you?
I hope not. I don't know how big we are in the Muslim community.
Hey,
We're
I'm
big
all
in
for
Korea.
it. We're big in Korea. We're big at literally everywhere except here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kicked your mic.
Because we're willing to pander.
Yeah.
Let's talk about converting to Islam, like early in the car ride. So.
Yeah, genuinely, we were talking the other
No,
day
not
about
Jen.
not genuinely. I mean, like that was a real conversation that happened. We were talking about like how like
They don't need to know.
Just not elaborate.
No.
Because I feel like the context makes sense. It's quite simple. But you just don't want to tell them.
Nah.
Okay, you won't know what we were talking about.
Nah. I like it's like the episodes where there's like this mystery.
If you want to
You
know what we were
allude to
talking
things.
about, you have to come back.
You lampshade.
Yeah.
You lampshade.
Yeah, that's true.
Yet you leave it
Okay,
because, like, over explaining kills the mystery.
that's true.
It's the mystery box.
Mystery box. What's in the bunker?
What's in the
It's all
bunker?
coming.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Any other thoughts you got about X-Files?
I really liked it. It's nice to know stuff about it because it's always one of those shows that's like just been there. You get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's one of
not
the pillars.
Yeah. So I feel like I've sort of completed a bit of television history today.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Any for you?
I need to continue with the show, but I never have any time.
Yeah. We can watch it.
Immediately-
Maybe like if we're ever in a case of like it's just pardon me, it's just us
You
two
fart.
together. Yeah,
You sick fuck.
it's just us two together. We could just like chuck an episode on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Next week is Halloween.
Next week is my
Happy
birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I'm a Scorpio.
You are a Scorpio. You are a Scorpio.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm a Libra, which honestly, yeah, does kind of speak to
Wait,
me.
wait, look up. Do those signs do they work?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Maybe imagine we had like the most toxic like horoscope
Libra, Scorpio
relationship.
compatibility.
Well, because you like balance things, and I'm like really aggressive.
Yeah, which to be fair, I feel like it's kind of like
That's good.
Libra Scorpio compatibility. Oh, I'm not reading the AI fucking summary. I'm gonna go on a legitimate website. Cosmopolitan.
Oh yeah.
Decline cookies.
Declining cookie, like
I
that
wanna
is the
s-
horoscope.
Okay, I'll give it to AI. At least they give summaries. This is giving me like so many things. It's like I just want to know.
Just go on the summary.
Just give me a yes or no. Oh, we read it. On r/Scorpio. Scorpios and Libras are an underrated match, but highly compatible. Scorpio likes control and power, and Libra is happy to be submissive.
Hell yeah, go.
Yeah. I like this comment from a wonderful bench 8580
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
As a quadruple Scorpio,
Quadruple Scorpio.
I assume that means like rising and stuff. I don't know about risings
Yeah.
and things. After a while, I find Libras are way too superficial. The wishy-washy thing is such a turn-off. Hard pass.
Yeah,
I think this
kinda.
is a dating-specific.
No. You can be kind of wishy-washy.
I am very wishy-washy, actually.
Whereas I'm
It's like
pretty...
I'm in a pantomime.
What?
Pantomime character called Wishy-Washy.
There's a pantomime character called Wishy-Washy.
Yeah.
Do you know what your sun and moon
I
rising are?
have no idea.
Hold on. All my horoscopes. I want to find out now.
It's from Aladdin. Wishy-Washy.
That looks racist.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure that there's very appropriately diverse people in the Aladdin pantomime. Horoscope. Calculate your rising sign.
How do you... Are you on a calculator?
Yeah, I'm on Astro Sofa.
Astro Sofa. Astro
You're going to
Sofa.
make me put my fucking email in? I hope not. Birthday, 29th of September.
Setting. Accept. Oh, shit. I accepted them.
Oh, they got you now. Time of birth.
Okay, choose my sign.
I think I was born in the morning.
Ah, fuck. I can't tell between the ads and the actual thing.
Place of birth, you don't need to know that.
Horoscopes.
I'm just going to lie.
My horoscope.
I'm a Libra, I knew that. Apparently I'm a Capricorn moon. And my bestseller personality report, what does that mean? Yeah, I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra rising as well. I'm a Capricorn moon. Libra Mercury. Venus Virgo. Mars Leo. I don't know what this means. Okay, I assume my moon is Capricorn.
Which day?
And my Libra
today.
rising. I assume
Calculate.
that's what that means.
Fucking calculate. Horoscope. No, this is just my scope, bro. I'm just doing a general reading of today.
Yeah.
And my relationships are currently very harmonious. My partner is very loyal and distinct and endearing. I'm currently single, so that's very funny.
It's me.
Basically, there is no reason to complain at all. All right, you're
Nice.
close enough. You're a podcasting partner, so that's basically the same thing. Therefore, you should focus on the important things in your life, such as your partner, your family, and your love. Oh,
Let me do mine. I'm on horoscope.com.
you're fit and well and possess an insatiable need
Yeah,
for
you're
physical
fit.
activity. Oh, there we go. Everyone values your... God damn, I'm just killing it
Yeah.
lately.
Let's do my reading. What site are you on for your reading? What site are you on for your reading?
It's on Astro Sofa.
Astrosofa.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find.
Make use of your current decisive mood and get going on new financial projects. Okay.
Invest.
Whether a pleasant family get-together is on the cards or a celebration with friends today is perfect for socializing.
Horoscope.
Goddamn, man. All
Libra.
fucking... Everything's up on me today.
Daily horoscopes.
I feel as though we've gone massively off.
No, like, people like this stuff. Maybe it'll be done for it.
Choose your gender. LG... Okay, should I pick... this one's asking me to choose my gender on here. And one of them is LGBTI. But also male and
That's
female.
not a gender.
I know. So... Because I'm trans, but I'm a woman.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to pick woman.
Okay. Let me do my horoscope while you do that.
Date of birth.
I think
This is garbage content.
Libra, Korea, it's your time to shine.
You're big in Korea.
Your ideas and presents carry extra weight. That is true. I do carry extra weight. Money, you're making smarter decisions around spending and saving. Love, single. You're more magnetic than usual. People notice you, especially at events through artistic expression.
Do you
My
know
YouTube
when
shorts
you were
are
born,
getting
like the
things.
actual time?
I think I was born at like 9 a.m. I
Okay.
just estimated. Relationships, you're craving peace and mutual respect.
Choose a place?
That's true.
Why does it want to know I'm not putting this information in. Just like put your social security number in.
To be fair, it didn't ask me for my email. I just lied.
I know, I was on a different site though.
Ah, fair.
I was getting scammed to know my horoscope. I should just go to
Put your credit card information in. Yeah.
I'll just go to ChatGPT. Is like,
What's my horoscope today?
what's my horoscope today? And it's like, this is
You should
insufficient data.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't fucking know the answer. It's like convenient.
You're a bad dog. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Goosebumps,
Goosebumps
next
week for Halloween.
For Halloween.
We're doing Goosebumps. I'm so looking forward to doing Goosebumps. I'm so looking forward to not talking about a prestige show.
I know. Oh,
I've loved every
why-
show we've talked about.
Yeah.
But it's going to be so nice to do something that is not 50 minutes long.
Yeah.
And Goosebumps has history, but it's like, it's different.
Yeah. Guess
know.
we could talk about the books.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we're doing Goosebumps for Halloween.
Yay.
And then Viv's going to disappear.
I'm going to disappear for 4 weeks.
Ooh. But we'll tell you about that next week. Any final thoughts? Just in general about what's happening in the world?
No.
Okay. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at First Time Flyers Podcast. You can see clip forms of the podcast episodes you've already listened to.
Yeah.
But I put some editing into some of them, so, go give them a like.
Yeah.
Also, we have another podcast called All Hail King, which is just about Stephen King stuff.
Yeah.
So if you like Stephen King stuff, go there.
Yeah.
And if you
Even
don't
if you
like
don't, just go
just go
anyway.
there. It's more of us. Because I assume if you're on episode 14 of this show, you might be starting to like us.
Unless
Unless this is your first episode, in which case, listen to more.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars. Email us your thoughts. Email us your horoscope. Or
Yeah,
email
we'll do readings.
Yeah, email us your sun and moon rising, Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Rising, and we'll do readings. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, why not?
If you want to send us spooky stories for Halloween, if you want to tell Viv happy birthday,
that'd be
it's her birthday. She's turning 30. That's funny because I said the wrong age.
Yeah.
She's not turning 30. Am I allowed to say your age?
No.
Okay, she's turning.
I'm turning a nice crisp age at 35 next year.
35, beautiful, beautiful age.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just do good skin routines,
Well,
what are you gonna say?
Because you saw Fox Mulder and was like, "Damn, he's beautiful. I want him to be with me." I saw him and also saw he was 33, and I was like, "How can I be him in 6 years?"
That's the goal.
6 years
to do that.
It's doable.
Yeah.
I've just got to work really fucking hard.
Well, he runs in Washington.
He runs in Washington. He's got incredible skin.
He does.
So smooth.
It is. But it was a different time.
It was a different time. There were no vaccines back then.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, because Coco's barking. I don't know the theme off the top of my head, so I can't sing.
You don't know the theme?
Off the top of my head, no. I'm just... Oh, of course I know the theme. I'm so stupid.
Woo!